What's up, everybody? It is Cam Hand, the Fantasy Man, coming at you. Don't forget to like and subscribe right below. Have a very quick video. I'm joking about the liking and subscribing thing. I actually prefer you don't do either of those things. But I have hopefully a quick video. 13%. Let's see what we can do. I got a lot of heat this week from Will and Logan for my videos being too long. So see if I can go even faster. Look at me, and I'm adding GIFs. I'm always something you can say, or something you can say about me. Always trying to step the game up, whether it be with the GIFs, the design, whether it be with my dab segments, whether it be with my random rankings. Always stepping up the game. All right, Will versus Logan. Not a super important matchup and not super close. Easy. Best matchup, me versus Dylan. Super close. Came down to the wire. Came down to the like the pretty much had to watch the whole Monday Night Football game to see what would happen. Big ramifications. Huge. Worst injury luck. We're gonna give Dylan. There wasn't a ton of injuries, but Dylan had a Madison injury mid game that cost him the week. So you gotta give it to him there. Most unlucky, we're going to go with Sam. 150 and a loss is humiliating. That is not humiliating, but misfortune. It stinks. Luckiest, we're going to go to me. I had 118 and a win, and I got huge performances from scrams. My scrams were Latavius Murray, that Trenton guy from the Bengals. Big games from those two, so that was huge. Dumbest moves. You are really dumb, for real. Ashton for starting Will Levis. There's a few kind of dumb quarterback starts, but Ashton starting Will Levis was weird to me because it seemed like there were probably some better options out there, and Will Levis hasn't been good in fantasy. He had one good game and then two bad ones, so I don't know why Ashton did that. Smartest move, Logan. He picked up and played Noah Brown. He had also good special teams, which, I think he picked up the defense or the kicker at least. So I'd say that was probably the smartest move to ride with that. Also, Greg, picking up McBride a while ago, holding on to him and playing him was good, but Noah Brown got more points. So I'm going with that. I would say Noah Brown was the best free agent move. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe Nico Collins comes in and Noah Brown's worthless. Totally possible, I hope. But I kind of see Noah Brown being good for the rest of the year, but that's just me. We got stock falling is Will. Brutal loss to Logan. And I just look at his team. I don't think it looks that good. And so in my rankings later, he went from 7 to 11. So stock falling. Stock rising was Greg. Strong win. And I really like his team. He went from 5 to number 2. And yeah, I mean, simple as that. I'm just liking what he's doing here. Chica, yeah. Best player, we're gonna give Logan, and he actually had the 4th highest point, so forgive me for putting that down. But he basically he was right there for 2nd and 3rd and 4th. Like everybody was pretty close in the 140 range, and I think he deserves it because he was a high scorer. He needed the win. He played the right quarterback. He played Goff instead of Kyler Murray or anyone else, which was not a given. That was a good play by Logan. The Noah Brown pickup was good, and again, special team plays were good. So I just think Logan did like two or three things right, and he outperformed expectations. I'm gonna go worst player. Connor this week just because he had the lowest points. He also played a crappy tight end. I can't remember who it was, but I thought, yeah, it was kind of silly. I'm giving dog to Greg. He put an end to the lucky reign of Alec. He put Alec down in a big game where kind of cemented himself atop the leaderboards and pushed Alec down even farther, which was great. He also played some sick goalie Sunday, so I thought he deserved some dog for that. Some really good playing goalie in soccer on Monday. It was a dog performance from Greg. I don't think you can argue that. These are the rankings. You see Greg going from 5 to 2. You see Will going from 7 to 11, which is fair. The rest is pretty normal here. I went from 6 to 4. Yeah, you can see Connor's on a downfall. Now Connor gets A Chain and Jefferson back this week. Maybe he'll probably end up jumping right back up. But for now, he's lost two in a row, I believe, so or three in a row, maybe even. Yeah, he's lost three in a row. Anyway, next week's worst matchup was Sam versus Alec. Just lame. Don't have to explain that at all. I do predict Sam will dominate, though. Best matchup is me versus Hunter. Me and Hunter are absolutely big dogs. Big time matchup, big time rivals. No buys. I have a Taysom Hill buy, but other than that, our teams are pretty much at full strength, going head to head. I'm going to be out of town this weekend. I'm going to be Washington, D.C., which is horrible. I have horrible kind of karma for not being there, not hanging out. So Hunter probably will dominate due to my horrible karma. But that's a big matchup to watch. Season segments. We got dabs here. I'm just going to move my face somewhere here. I got Cameron's dabs too. All right, so Will for saying I deserve dabs for not playing Shakir. It's not only that he said that, is he came out so strong on Sunday. He's like, dude, you've been doing some dab worthy stuff, like playing the Bengals guy over Shakir. Like, are you stupid? Like, oh my God. And then, of course, the Bengals guy does better, and Greg dropped Shakir after this week. So, two dabs for Will. Probably could have been more. Will for saying he only listens to his dabs, two dabs. So, here you go. Well, I put you right here. I gave you, so you don't have to watch super long. I put you, right up top, so you can just listen to the first like 2 minutes and then be done. Will for questioning my dog. He questioned my dog last week, which was ridiculous. Two dabs. Will for defending Randy. Three dabs. Will told me to give him these dabs because, as you guys know, Will has always been defending that Randy fella who takes his shirt off all the time at soccer. And then they played each other in soccer on Sunday, and Randy was being the guy that I think we all know he is. I mean, he walks around with his shirt off all the time. And Will comes up to me and says, "Hey, like, give me dabs for defending Randy. He's being a jerk." And I'm like, "Will do, buddy. Will do." Will for saying he's fast, so therefore he can't have good stamina. Three dabs. I guess I'm not really going to explain that, but plenty of fast people have good stamina as well. Connor for not liking big dinners. Three dabs. Connor told me he didn't want to come to dinner on Friday because he doesn't like big dinners. I don't know what that means. Connor for backing baking out last minute on bowling. Three dabs. Alec for not coming to soccer because of work, but then saying he's going to start his own team. So this all kind of comes from Will, but apparently Alex says, yeah, he can't make soccer on Saturdays because he works. But then on top, he's like, yeah, I can't play soccer on Saturdays because I work, but I'm gonna make my own team. It's like, wait, hold on, I thought you just said you can't play soccer on Saturday or Sundays. I'm sorry, Sundays because you work. But then you're gonna start your own team. So which is it? Do you not have time on Sundays and you can't play soccer, or are you gonna start your own team and therefore you do have time on Sundays to play? Doesn't make sense. Five dabs. And every season, I mean, I've probably been watching for like 6 years now, and every single season, Alex says he's going to start his own team in soccer, and he never does it. Six dabs. I mean, every season. Alec for saying he's coming to soccer at 4 a.m. Apparently, he texted Will saying he was coming. Three dabs. Alec for not coming to soccer. Three dabs. It was playoffs, too. They could have used them. Alec for saying he doesn't come because of work when it's clearly because he goes too hard on Saturdays. Um, every time I've talked to him or heard anything about why he didn't come, it's never been, oh, he had to work. It's always been, oh, like I did this on Saturday and now I don't feel good and so I can't come on Sundays. It's like, you don't have to lie about the work thing. You're not coming because you just go too hard on Saturdays. It's fine. Logan for having, okay. So Andrew texted me this, so who knows how accurate it is. But Andrew told me that Logan had him. So Andrew took Logan home on Friday night, but Logan gave Andrew the wrong address. So that's dabs. So Logan's like, yeah, go to this address. Wrong address. Three dabs. But Logan apparently didn't realize it was the wrong address until they arrived at the wrong location. Five dabs. So and Logan's like, hey, Andrew, can you take me home? Andrew's like, yeah. Okay, Logan says, here's the address. They drive for like 40 minutes or 30 or whatever, probably not that long, like 20 minutes. They end up at the wrong address, and Logan's like, oh, wait, this is the wrong address. Like, Logan, the whole time they were driving, never realized that they were headed the wrong way. 5 dabs. Logan for complaining about the amount of dabs when he gets the most dabs, 1 dab. Again, Will and Logan were complaining that I give out too many dabs. And I was like, yeah, coming from the 2 guys with the most dabs. I mean, of course you'd think I give out too many. I benched Hawkinson in 2 leagues, other leagues, not with you guys. 5 dabs. I don't know what I was thinking. It was the injury thing. It scared me. Um, Dylan for not telling me the outcome of the championship game. 1 dab. I asked Dylan to text me to tell me what happened in the soccer championship game on Sunday, and he didn't. Bobby for saying he's for sure coming on the cruise and then instantly saying no. 4 dabs, and Tyler for wearing pajama pants in public. No more needs to be said there. All right, I'm at 7%. Let's crank it. So these are my dabs. Again, not very impressive if you ask me. Apparently, I tried to pry Dylan away from his family so he can go to Chaplin's. 3 dabs. I don't think I did that. I was just kind of like, hey, like, why don't you come hang out with us? And we went to dinner, bowling, and it wasn't just Chaplin's. Okay. Not knowing what catfishing is, I don't know where that came from. I 100% know what catfishing is, so I don't know who told Logan that. 2 dabs. Is this? It's funny. Like, is this how you guys feel when you get dabs? It's like not knowing what. I'm like, I do know what that is. I don't know why I'm getting dabs for that, but me buying an Xbox game on Doug's credit card, 3 dabs. So Doug's credit card is saved on my Xbox, and I accidentally bought Call of Duty with it. I mean, I paid him back instantly. Having a broken car, 5 dabs, that's fair. Swallowing a light, 1,000 dabs, that is fair. For all of you guys who don't know, I had a drink on Friday that had a small light ball in it that I drank. Whatever. Not coming to Summits, 10 dabs. I couldn't because my car was broken, but, I'll take that. Calling Greg to tell him I'd call him back. I think part of this is that I gave Bobby dabs for this exact same thing. But I called Greg, and then someone important called me, and I was like, "Oh, Greg, I'm gonna call you back." So I get it, but it was kind of weird. Being unemployed, 1 dab a day probably deserves more than that. Most annoying, I'm gonna go with Bobby. And you know what? I really shouldn't have. I don't know. He's been grinding my gears lately, Bobby, and yeah, and he's not inviting me to Utah. He's being weird, and then like the whole thing about not coming on the cruise. Honestly, I'm thinking more Alex. That whole situation, but Bobby deserves it. I'm not gonna go through that too much because I'm running out of space here. Random rankings. So Andrew and Daniela. Andrew is quite famous for his nicknames, so I asked him to give me everybody in the league's nickname, and put them in sort of order of what he likes the best. Zambo, I thought it was Sambo with an S, but whatever. The curly-haired one, that's Hunter. Um, I'm not gonna say that, but that's the Commander. That's Bobby's nickname. This is the Twins remixed, which is Doug and Greg for some reason. So both of them. El Perezoso, the Sloth. Torado is me. Rarito, the little weird one, that is Will. That Daniela calls Will, the little weird one. Don Ramon is the unemployed widower. That's Logan. I just Googled what it meant, and that's what popped up. I don't get it. Alpha BB, I don't know what that means, but that's Alec. El Influencer is Connor. El Misterioso is Sam, and then El Pedrero, I don't know, is the crackhead, and that is Ashton. So those are all your nicknames. So that's kind of funny. Had Tyler do this, most likely to secretly dress as a woman. He put Alec. He put Bobby. Number 2, I would say agree with Alec and Bobby. Connor, I could see that. Me, that's no shot. Ashton, I would put 4 probably. Doug, Greg, that's fair. Will, I could probably see being a little higher because he's petite. Hunter, Logan. Logan, I think, should be up there. Dylan and Sam. That's pretty good. Okay, we got 5. Let's crank it. Most likely to get lost in a foreign country by Tyler. We got Logan, number 1. I'm pretty sure Logan actually did get lost in a foreign country, so I think that's dead on. don't know Sam, but I could see that. Ashton for sure. Hunter, Greg, Will, me. I feel like Doug is pretty good. Doug and Dylan have a pretty good chance getting lost. Just gonna be like, what? And then Bobby and Connor. Connor is a worldly fella, I guess. Now we got me doing ski and snowboarding rankings. So this came from I saw some of these skiing pictures when I was looking for pictures for Tyler, and I was like, oh, like I'll just do that, fill some space. And now I get Doug's gonna be mad because Doug's probably a better skier than me and Logan, but I'm just going pure Doug snowboarding. I'm going one or the other here because obviously I'd be bad at snowboarding, so I should be lower. But we're going skiing, snowboarding. Greg's the best. I'd say me and Logan are pretty equal on our skiing skills, and then Doug and Dylan, pretty good. I think Connor's probably gone before. Connor just has that look like he'd be pretty good. Hunter is okay, and obviously I felt Hunter was okay twice, so I don't know who I'm missing here. Ashton, I feel like would be horrible, just doesn't have the body for it. Bobby, not the most coordinated fella. Alec and Sam, both not very athletic. And I'm missing, I don't really care who I'm missing, honestly. Not that important, but here we go. I had Tracy from my work predict our jobs based on our pictures. She thinks Ashton looks like works at a vape shop. It's that picture I love with the dreads for Ashton. Connor looks like a golf cart attendant, dead on there. Hunter looks like he works at Finish Line, which is hilarious. That's so true. Hunter looks like he works at Finish Line there. Doug, PetSmart, dead on. I thought this was very dead on. Alec, Publix. Sam, a guy at a brewery. If you guys know the picture I used for Sam, dead on. Dylan, skate shop guy, sure. Logan, bowling alley is down here, and I mean he's at a bowling alley, but she didn't know that, so that's funny. Greg looks like he works at Chili's. I would say that's fair. Bobby, T-ball coach, and Will, an Olive Garden waiter. I think all that is very, very accurate. So that's all we got time for today. Let's see how fast I did it. I don't even know. Oh, 17 minutes, so a little quicker. I hope I appeased Logan and Will, the critics. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going bowling Thursday, so hopefully you guys will be there. So go bowling Thursday night. All right. Oh, I didn't stop it.